Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Essie Gaston Edwards. Here are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Detainee at criminal justice complex committed suicide, a family held hostage last night, and a new driver's license. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or look at us on as seen on channel8.com for I Trade Earth.
In our top story tonight, Bureau of Corrections Director Julius Wilson confirmed the death of detainee Heather Dawn Turfley, the victim of an apparent suicide. Wilson said Turfley was found unresponsive in a single-cell unit around midday Sunday during a routine inspection of the criminal justice complex on St. Thomas. According to officials of BOC, Turfley, 38, was awaiting trial on charges of making bomb threats in connection with a September 14, 2014 arrest. Previously, in 2013, she was detained robbery charges. The cause of death will be confirmed by the medical examiner during an autopsy that will be scheduled in the days ahead. Wilson said an investigation is underway by the Major Crime Unit of the WSVI-TV and that the BOC will be conducting its own internal investigations of the incident as well. In other crime news, Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives continue to investigate a case of a family that was held hostage in their home by 4 gunmen who wanted the estate Strawberry homeowner to give them access to money in the bank where she is employed.
Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives continue to investigate a case of a family who was held hostage in their home by 4 gunmen who wanted the estate Strawberry homeowner to give them access to money in the bank where she is employed. The family was held hostage for several hours before the gunmen realized their plan to get the bank's money would not work. The gunmen later left the home and the family unharmed. According to the preliminary information, the female homeowner returned home at about 11 p.m. on December 22nd and was approached by 4 gunmen who forced their way into her home. At least 3 or more of her family members were in the home at the time. The gunmen demanded that the victim take them to get $100,000 from the Banco Popular Orange Grove branch location. But when the victim explained that it was impossible to fulfill their request, the gunmen left the home. The victim said the gunmen were dressed in all-black clothing and carried small guns. This case is being followed up by the Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives. The officers are urging the public to call police if they know anything about this incident. You can call 712-6037, 712-6077, 911, or Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
Meanwhile, Governor John DeYoung offered some comments on the vote by the Senate of last week not to approve an appropriate agreement that would have facilitated both the sale of and the resumption of operations at the South Shore refinery on St. Croix.
I'm extremely disappointed by the Senate's vote not to approve the operating agreement with ABR, Atlantic Basin Refining. You know, restarting the refinery is what I believe was the best near-term opportunity that we have towards turning around the economic situation in St. Croix and, quite frankly, in the entire Virgin Islands. But this vote really has hurt us in 2 ways. It has removed the possibility of the payment of over $45 million in cash that would have come from ABR's purchase of the refinery from Hovensa. That is money that we badly need to close our budget deficit for fiscal year 24-15. Second, this vote has undermined our strategy to protect and defend the Virgin Islands from the lawsuit that Hovensa will likely now bring for the massive income tax refund. As part of our negotiations, we included a provision for mutual releases of obligations. We knew that Hovensa disagreed with us on the scope of the release that they were providing, but it was released that, in the view of our attorneys, covered all claims, and therefore it provided a defense that the senators who voted against the operating agreement apparently felt that we do not need. Indeed, we are now without a release from them and only the prospect of future litigation. I think the next step, and we've looked at the various strategies that are available to us if in fact this did not go through, but any next step is going to call for some further evaluations, and quite frankly, of course, I would have a discussion with the governor-elect to make sure that the options that are available to us are fully explored by the lieutenant governor-elect, and their entire team, because clearly this is something that could transcend beyond January 5th. Provenza has already started several weeks ago. They sent letters out to the various subcontractors and to their employees indicating the actual phase out of operations, when they would stop bringing fuel into the territory, and at the same time giving that indication as to the operations that would happen. And when you consider that the fiscal year for Hess ends on December 31st, I'm going to imagine that whatever decisions they're going to make, they want to make sure that it impacts their balance sheet and their financial issues in a positive manner by December 31st. So the issue of the income tax refund, I'm sure, is going to be part of their strategy in some way, as will the whole discontinuing of the terminal facilities that now is taking place on the island of St. Croix. So I think what we've got to look at is, once that takes place, how do we best position the government with respect to the income tax refund obligation? How do our companies locally handle the storage issues? And clearly there are options that are available to them in terms of purchasing of supply, as there is for WAPA, but that'll be the higher cost now just because of the transportation that's going to be associated with bringing it into the territory, and particularly to the island of St. Croix. So I think what we've got to do is look at those options all together.
Stay with us. We have more news right after this break.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Welcome back to News Channel 8. Police on St. Thomas are investigating a first-degree robbery that occurred while the male victim was walking toward his yacht that was parked in the marina. The victim said he was approached by two males who pointed guns at him and took his backpack. The victim was not harmed. Here is Melody Rames with more details.
Police on St. Thomas are investigating a first-degree robbery that occurred while the male victim was walking toward his yacht that was parked in the marina. The victim said that he was approached by two males who pointed guns at him and took his backpack. The victim was not harmed. Police were called to the Yacht Haven Grand Marina just before 4 a.m. on December 21st to investigate the incident. The victim told police that the suspects ran off after taking his backpack that contained a silver iPad, a silver iPod, an iPhone 5, $350 in cash, and other personal items. This case is being followed up by detectives from the Criminal Investigation Bureau.
They're here. The new Virgin Islands driver's license was unveiled yesterday at the BMV. Let's take a look.
We gather together to the unveiling of a new and improved driver license, the Real ID driver license, some 6 years in the making. We are happy to announce that the Bureau of Motor Vehicles is now Real ID compliant. Additionally, we are also unveiling our territorial identification cards. So the Virgin Islanders will now have territorial identification cards if they so choose.
It was rough. I told the vendor, there's no way we can afford $8.9 million. I want the best system. I want to have all of those security features that the other motor vehicle bureaus have, like big states like California, Florida. And we sat down and we negotiated. I guess most of you didn't see the heavy negotiations that that we had to go through with the vendor. One of the things that I can say that two major attachments that are that's part of our system, two biometric features that we have, includes the facial recognition and the fingerprint recognition. Those are two biometric features that the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, the only government agency in the territory, has, and that's really a proud feature. Those are proud features that we have.
We should feel very proud, and the Bureau of Motor Vehicles should be very proud that you've implemented a system where in other jurisdictions has cost a lot more and has failed. And if you look at the importance of a system like this to where we live, we're a four-island community of 110,000 people where people come and people go. It's a different world in 2014 as a result of what happened in 9/11, and it's a different world from that before. And what this system does for us in terms of law enforcement and knowing our community is really because of the people here at the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, what you've achieved through your hard work. In April of 2015, or the end of March of 2015, people will be happy. The insurance companies will be glad that you have a point management system. Our very special disabled community, challenged community, will be pleased to see that they have an ID card. The person that goes to St. John and thinks that they can get a license without telling the truth of where they live on St. Croix and that they work on St. Thomas, or that they may not even exist, will now be able to see that they can't do that anymore. And people will be happy, and they'll be able to say that because of the employees of this division and this bureau that took that to a completely different level.
Good day, everyone. My name is Gregory Christian. I'm the Manager of Information Systems for the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and we are here to see launch of a new driver's license. And in this section, we have some new equipment that we'd like to show the public. Currently, we have a state-of-the-art camera that can consistently give us vivid images. And over here, I can show you facial recognition technology. You can see there are several images of myself, and it's being compared, and it's a success here because these previous two images of me are the same, and it's 100% correct. Over here, we have a document scanner. This particular scanner checks for the security features of federal IDs, such as Social Security cards, passports. And here, this printer is our temporary ID printer. And you can see once you come to the BMV for Real ID driver's license, you will be getting issued a temporary ID card. This is just an example of it. And that card can be simply peeled off and stuck together. This card has a 30-day expiration. In the meanwhile, you will be receiving your driver's license in the mail. Now, you will always have an option to come here at the BMV and pick up your license. We have made tremendous strides, and I thank the public for their support, and all of your concerns have been addressed with the driver's license. Currently, as driving has been changed to drivers. There are a tremendous amount of security features that are on the card, and we have the Moko Jumbi that's on the right top corner of the new driver's license, which will indicate our VI pride. So when you show our new licenses to the world, you are the ambassador for our Virgin Islands. So this is a momentous occasion for us, and we continue to ask for the public support. And we will be bringing online vehicle registration and titling this year, fiscal 2015. Thank you.
Don't touch that remote. We have more news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, the St. Croix Bikers Motor Club was giving back to the community by giving students of Alfredo Andrews Elementary School gifts as they came bearing.
Good morning. My name is Shireen Williams-Walters, president of STX Bikers Motorcycle Club. Once again, STX Bikers come to you, the community, to give back to the community for this Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone from the entire STX Bikers Motorcycle Club. Today I'm here at the Alfredo Andrews Elementary School with the principal and her staff to bless the children, underprivileged children, those who may or may not be able to get a gift this Christmas, with a few gifts to ensure that all children enjoy the Christmas holidays. Yesterday, we blessed the children at the Evelyn M. Williams School with gifts as well. Enjoy your Christmas season and happy holidays from STX Bikers Motorcycle Club.
Good morning. On behalf of the Alfredo Andrews family, we're very grateful that the St. Croix Bikers Association has presented these gifts to our students, and I know that they will definitely go to good use. Our students are very happy that they're able to get these gifts. So on behalf of the Alfredo Andrews family, a heartfelt thank you to the Bikers Association.
Season's greetings, Merry Christmas,
and a
Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad.
Special thanks to the Sunshine Mall as they also came donating gifts. Your weather report is up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And now, your weather report.
Tonight, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 72. East wind 11 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. On Wednesday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 85. East wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. On Wednesday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 73. East-northeast wind 11 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amount of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. On Thursday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Mostly sunny with a high near 84. East wind around 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. And on Thursday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 73. East-northeast wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
And that concludes the news broadcast we have for you this evening. From all of us here at News Channel 8, I'm Essie Gaston Edwards. World News is up next. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
I Trade Earth brings you News Channel 8, a Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands-based approach to economic development and the global marketplace, one small business at a time. Call 866-396-8278 for more information or a look at us on as seen on channel8.com for I Trade Earth.